Have you ever felt like something inside you was shifting, like you were no longer who you used to be, even though nothing around you seemed to have changed? That subtle sense of transformation is what many people describe as a spiritual upgrade. It's the process of outgrowing the old layers of yourself, stepping into new dimensions of awareness, and aligning with higher truths. But here's the challenge. These upgrades are rarely loud or obvious. They show up as quiet, subtle signs. If you dismiss them, you risk staying trapped in old cycles. But if you recognize them, you step into the next stage of your evolution. In this video, we'll explore 9 of these signs in depth, so you'll know exactly when your soul is inviting you to grow. Spiritual upgrading isn't about becoming perfect, nor is it about abandoning the world to live in seclusion. It's about expansion, expanding perception, expanding compassion, expanding your ability to live in alignment with truth rather than illusion. Upgrades often begin subtly. They start with shifts in how you feel, how you perceive the world, and how you engage with yourself and others. These shifts are the indicators that you are moving beyond older patterns of limitation. Ignoring them delays the process, but embracing them unlocks a higher quality of life, one that's more connected, more meaningful, and more authentic. Let's dive into the 9 subtle signs. Sign 1, heightened sensitivity. One of the first indications of a spiritual upgrade is a heightened sensitivity, not just emotionally, but energetically. Sounds feel louder, atmospheres in rooms feel heavier or lighter, and your body reacts strongly to food, chemicals, or even other people's energy. This sensitivity is your consciousness tuning to finer frequencies, allowing you to perceive more than before. It's as if your awareness is moving from static-filled radio to crystal clear broadcasts. Ignore this sign, you'll try to desensitize yourself, numbing your perception through distraction or overexposure. But this prevents you from recognizing your own intuitive wisdom. Sensitivity is not fragility, it's refinement. Honoring it allows you to navigate life with precision. Sign 2, discomfort with old patterns. As you ascend into new levels of awareness, old behaviors and environments begin to lose their appeal. What once brought comfort now feels empty. Old conversations seem repetitive, and familiar routines may feel constrictive. This discomfort signals that your inner being no longer resonates with those lower frequencies. Ignore this sign, you'll remain stuck in cycles that no longer serve you, and life will begin to feel dull and uninspired. The upgrade comes when you acknowledge that discomfort as a guide, steering you toward more meaningful experiences and connections. Sign 3, intense restlessness. Restlessness during spiritual upgrading is not about impatience, but about resonance. You sense there is more to life, more depth, more truth, more alignment. And staying in your current state feels like confinement. Restlessness is the soul urging you to expand, to step out of comfort zones, to move toward possibilities you cannot yet fully define. Ignore this sign? You risk confusing this sacred urge with dissatisfaction, trying to silence it with temporary fixes. But true peace comes not from suppressing restlessness, but from listening to its deeper call to evolution. Sign 4, heightened synchronicities. Synchronicities, repeating numbers, recurring symbols, meaningful coincidences, emerge as signposts on your path. They are the universe's language, aligning outer events with your inner state. The more you upgrade, the more frequent and precise these synchronicities become. They confirm alignment, reminding you that your journey is guided. Ignore this sign, you dismiss synchronicities as random chance, closing yourself off from a powerful form of communication between you and the universe. But when you acknowledge them, synchronicities transform into a navigational system, guiding you with clarity. Sign 5, the breakdown before the breakthrough. Often spiritual upgrades dismantle structures that no longer serve you. Relationships, careers, or identities collapse because they are built on outdated energies. What feels like destruction is actually liberation. Breakdown clears the space for new alignment, ensuring you are not trapped by illusions of stability. Ignore the sign? You'll cling to what's falling apart, resisting change and prolonging suffering. But when you allow the breakdown, you allow rebirth. The collapse of the false makes room for the construction of the true. Sign 6, desire for solitude. Solitude becomes essential during an upgrade. The external noise of the world distracts from inner realignment, so your soul naturally pulls you toward quiet reflection. Solitude allows integration of new frequencies, deep contemplation, and reconnection with your authentic self. Ignore the sign? You'll drown your awareness with distractions and external validation, delaying integration. But when you honor solitude, you discover that it is not loneliness, but sacred recalibration. Sign 7, heightened intuition. During spiritual upgrades, intuition sharpens into a primary sense. It's the subtle inner knowing that bypasses logic but carries undeniable accuracy. Intuition is the compass of the soul. The more you align, the stronger it becomes, guiding decisions, revealing truths, and warning against misalignment. Ignore the sign? You'll rely solely on external logic, which has limits. But when you trust intuition, you navigate life with a clarity that transcends analysis. Because your guidance is coming directly from the deeper layers of consciousness. Sign 8, emotional waves. Spiritual upgrades often bring intense emotional releases. Old traumas, suppressed fears, and buried grief rise to the surface. Emotional waves are not regression, they are purification. Just as toxins must leave the body for healing to occur, stagnant energies must leave the emotional field for elevation to unfold. Ignore the sign? You'll repress emotions, allowing them to calcify into long-term heaviness. But embracing emotional release purges old energy, making space for higher states of peace and clarity. Sign 9, a pull toward purpose. At the core of every spiritual upgrade is the awakening of purpose. A longing emerges to live with deeper meaning, to create, serve, or express in ways that align with your essence. Purpose becomes less about external achievement and more about resonance with your soul's truth. This pull is not ambition but alignment. Ignore this sign, you'll chase hollow goals, constantly feeling that something is missing. But when you honor purpose, every action becomes infused with fulfillment, because it flows from who you truly are. These 9 subtle signs reveal the movement of your consciousness into higher states of being. They are not accidents, they are invitations. Each one asks, will you stay within the familiar or will you step into the new? Ignoring them delays growth, but embracing them accelerates it. If these signs resonate with you, don't dismiss them as coincidences or passing moods. Reflect on them, journal about them, meditate with them. Recognize them as evidence that your soul is guiding you into deeper alignment. Now, I'll leave you with a question. Which of these signs are showing up most strongly in your life right now? Share your reflections in the comments below. And if this message helped you, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may also be experiencing a spiritual shift. Your soul knows the path. Your task is simply to listen, honor, and follow where it leads.